Alright guys, quick video here on Pistelle X68. I got a 14 round magazine, 25 grams CO2, and today I'm testing it to 9.9 grams. Those are the steel coated over top, nylon coated over steel. Formerly known as Canada Riot balls, but they're coated steel balls at Home Defense 24 now you can get them. Yeah, I was playing with a 38 gram, and one thing I gotta say about these markers, man, keep them lubed. If you're using them for defense, if you're gonna plank with them, lube them up right after you use them. Once you put on these new tight O-rings, if you keep shooting and it goes dry, then once the lube dries out, the O-ring goes completely dry and it kind of locks your bolt back. So it becomes very unreliable. Just make sure they're lubed and this thing's no problem. But yeah, here I got another 25er. I'm going to try this out now. See what it gives. I'm going to delete the shot string. Alright. And these are the 9.9 grams, guys. I think my crony needs new batteries. Starting to do a lot of misreads. So, I'll check the mag, throw a couple more in. So what was that, 14, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and we had one dry fire, so we usually get around 20 shots with a 25 gram mag. Alright, here's the last ones. 289, 274. Yep, now that I relubed it, shooting like a dream. Oh, we got 21 shots there in total. Alright, let's degas this thing. Still seems to be quite a bit left in the... Look at that. It's still hissing and I've removed the capsule. Just emptying out. One more dry fire, nothing. So yeah, 21 shots. Let's see what we were, our max power. So, review. So 340. 340. 340 and 255. So, let me see. So it's still 53 joules on the first shot. And what was I say those last shots were? So 255, 265 are the last two shots. So yeah, 30 joules. That last shot was down to 30 joules. The second last shot was... Second last shot was 32 joules. So Oh no, it's not bad, man. Let's see with those shots. I'd say out of those 20 shots, 21 shots, 20 shots, whatever, I'd be willing to say that the first 14 are really powerful. Probably. If I check all those numbers, I'm just estimating right now. So yeah, I would say the last 3 or 4 shots would probably be just out of the range. I mean, if he's standing there for the first 14 or 15 of them and he's still there, those ain't gonna make him disappear, those last ones. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to check out these 99s. Yeah, oh no, not bad. 25 gram. I just wanted to do a test because I've been noticing too how these perform. I've been shooting, max them out without relubing. And I'd say after about 50 shots, 60 shots, don't go above that without lubing again. I mean, if you're plinking, whatever, you can lube whatever you like, but just to be on the safe side, if you really need to depend on this thing, if you're going to plink or shoot and set it on your wall and stuff like that, just make sure after you're done, get a couple drops on that 011. Because when you put these new O-rings I've been showing in, the 2mm thickness one in there, it's a little thicker than the stock one, but because it's a 90 buna, it fits in and slides. But when you keep it greased, it slides nice in there. But when it's dry, after about 50 shots, it's bone dry. So, and then what happens is it kind of, because it becomes a lot tighter, it doesn't slide through easy. When you fire a shot halfway through your mag and the CO2 freeze, it's not lubed enough to overcome the strength of the spring. So maybe a bolt spring might do something different. I don't know yet, but that's something I can explore later. But either way, your bolt doesn't return. So it enables you, when you pull your trigger on your next couple shots, just click, click, click. And then all of a sudden your bolt will return, stoop, and you're going to pop when you're not expecting it. So yeah, and then I noticed too, I let it get to that point, and then you just lube it, and then boom, it works like a dream again. So that's basically what this video is a test for. I did off camera, a lot of off camera shooting with some 38 grams, and yeah, once you get up to 38 grams, it shoots so much CO2 through the marker that halfway through the CO2, it literally dries your seals. Like, it just, between the freeze and the amount of pressure and air that's passing the O-rings, like, it literally blows all the excess lube. Even the T4E lube, the silicone lube oil I put in. I put a couple drops of silicone oil as well, just to maintain the lube. I'm sure it would dry out quicker if I didn't put that in. But in the end, keep these things lubed, and this thing keeps shooting. I've done a lot of off-cam shooting, and I gotta say too, guys, I have not had a single issue with these new O-rings that I posted. The 90 Duro Bunas, fucking spot on, man. This is what this thing needed. If your O-rings start to fail, that's the answers. I've shot. I don't even know where I'm at. Like, I'm way over 500 shots, easy. Last time I reported was around 300, and I've shot several since then too. And yeah, I'm getting the best numbers so far with the jewels. The smaller diameter Canada riot balls, surprisingly, they're a couple grams heavier. They do quite well, but not quite. They're just a few joules less than the Grindberg jewels. I've done the heavy 22 grammers, and they're less than the jewels, right around the same as the riot balls. And they're perfectly bore match, like even better than the jewels V2s. I only use the V2 jewels. I'm not a big fan of the 3s. Well, just from what I hear, but I haven't tried any myself yet. But from what I hear, I won't be. Anyway, I like the 2s. Anyways, I think I pretty much covered all this. This is just like more of a personal test, but I decided to film it anyway for you guys, just so y'all can see. But yeah, man, like right around after the 50 shot mark, I noticed too, and like I use big CO2 capsules, so I think more liquid gets poured into the chamber, so you'll dry out faster. Using the 12 grams, you could probably get more than 50. I don't know. That's just an estimate. I haven't actually practiced it. Once I load up on CO2s, it's something I'm going to try out. But yeah, like I've done a lot of extensive testing on this, and so far it's just those 2 O-rings. I might try actually, no, Kemper already tried the spring thing, so I think I'm just going to leave it stock. Yeah, so all I can say, man, is this is a very easy marker, man. Lube, lube, lube. Just keep it greased. Keep that 011. I noticed when I pulled it out, all my O-rings were fairly wet still. I never had to touch them. It was just that 011. So that little 011 one was actually bone dry. It was so dry that the tackiness of the rubber was stopping my bolt from returning. So I would end up shooting again and then pull the trigger 3 or 4 times, and it was just like a dead gun that's not even pressurized. It was just like pulling a trigger that was dead. And then all of a sudden you stop and you're like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden the spring pushes the O-ring back, and then boom, it just pops off in your hand. So you got to be careful where that's pointing, because I had a round pop out. Yeah, guys, this is a great marker. Just keep it lubed. That's all I can say. I can't say that enough. Y'all take care, stay safe, and have fun.